Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new around here, my name is Ron and today I will be unboxing a Philodendron Pink Princess. So tonight I am unboxing a 2-inch Philodendron Pink Princess from one of my favorite plant shops, Peace, Love and Happiness Club. They recently had a promo sale for $20 off and I was really trying not to buy any plants. I don't even know why I was browsing the store, but I must have accidentally typed in my credit card number or something. Anyway, I've bought several other plants from them before and their packaging is always so on point. As you can see, lots of packing peanuts and carefully taped bubble wrap, and the plant is basically flawless. Okay, well that's about it for the unboxing. Let's fast forward and repot the plant because this 2-inch pot dries way too fast. The leaves wilt in about 2 days, so I really need to put it into at least a 4-inch pot so that it'll retain moisture for a little bit longer. Alright guys, so it's been exactly 3 weeks since the unboxing and I'm going to show you what the plant looks like. You saw that there were 2 unfurling leaves. They both completely unfurled, but there are 2 more unfurling leaves, so this plant grows pretty fast, especially with it being kind of small. It sits on top of this smaller shelf right here, right underneath this grow light, so it gets plenty of bright indirect light. But what it does not get is a lot of water, because the plant is still in a 2-inch pot. I was out camping last weekend for 3 days and I had watered the plant like at least a day before leaving. Came back and the pot was completely bone dry. And to add to that, the leaves felt really wilted and soft and droopy. So this plant likes to be kept somewhat moist. So I'm gonna upgrade this 2-inch pot into this 4-inch pot, and it's white. I'm trying to repot all of my plants into these white nursery pots just for aesthetic purposes. Obviously, it's going to depend on the plant. If they prefer terracotta pots or any other type of non-nursery pot, then I will go that route. But these are very nice and pretty, right? All white, because I'm trying to create this monochromatic color scheme in this plant room with the color only being from the plant foliage, if that's possible. But anyway, this is what the plant looks like. Here are the 2 newest leaves that unfurled. Here's the first one. Has beautiful pink splash going on, and the one underneath. But as you can see, there are 2 spikes. Those are the 2 new leaves unfurling. There's one. And the other one right here, you can kind of see how much variegation is about to come out. Hopefully, maybe not. But yeah, it's time for an upgrade. I think 3 weeks is enough time for the plant to acclimate in my environment at home. So I'm gonna be potting it into a soil mix that is very fluffy and chunky and fast draining. Exactly what aeroids like. So if you want to find out what kind of soil mix I'll be using for this plant, then definitely keep on watching. Oh, also, I did end up picking up another plant from Peace, Love and Happiness Club. And because they had another sale going on, okay? They always get me with these sales. Let me just show you. Here it is. This is the Hoya Australis Lisa. And it says $20 on here, but it was 50% off. So I got this for $10. It's in the same 2-inch pot as a Philodendron Pink Princess. But I just thought that was quite a steal. $10 for the plant. I paid for shipping, which was like 20 bucks, but still, This was on my wish list. So I'm going to be potting this up into a 4-inch pot as well. I'll probably use the same soil mix because Hoya's like fast draining soil. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so here's the mix that I'll be using. This is standard potting soil with a little bit of perlite and some other things. Charcoal, pumice. I'm starting to add pumice to my mixes as kind of like an alternative to perlite, even though I'm adding perlite in here. So that's that. This is coca coir, sphagnum moss, worm castings, and I'm also starting to use coconut husk. This one is from Liquidirt, and they, per their instructions, they give you a small packet of the Liquidirt concentrate that you mix into water, and then you use that to rehydrate the compacted dried coconut husk that they send to you. So this is packed with nutrition. So let's give this a stir, and then we'll see how chunky it actually is. Okay, so it's a little bit too chunky because of the sphagnum moss. It's super dry. So right after I pot these plants up, I'm gonna give them a very thorough watering so that these will, do their job retaining moisture. Now let's remove the pots and old soil from these two babies. Okay, let's bust out the green potting mat. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, she's wrinkly, but she'll work. Let's do the Philodendron Pink Princess first. I'm gonna try my best to not disturb the roots. Okay, so it looks like this is in a death plug. As you can see, which is kind of ironic because the last video that I uploaded was talking about death plugs. So this is what a complete death plug looks like. The roots are pretty cool because it has that pink color going on. This is the membrane that is wrapping all the way around, and I'm hoping it'll be easy to remove because this is a relatively young plant. So let me just cut that off and let's see how easy that's going to be, because we want these roots to breathe. This is probably what's happening with the Hoya Australis Lisa as well, which we'll find out real soon. There's the death plug and some of the roots that came off. Not too bad, but here is the root system. It looks very healthy, and you see how that membrane really constricted the soil. Roots, especially this plant, need a lot of air in the soil, so it loves a chunky mix. So as soon as I put into the new soil, it's going to have all of that extra space to grow in. In order for that to happen, I'm going to have to really loosen this chunk up. Okay, so that's about it. I don't want to go any further than this. So let's move on to the next plant. Yep, this one has another death plug. Okay, all in one piece. So this is what this root system looks like. Pretty healthy. I love the leaves on this. Look at the different coloration going on, and the new growth always comes out dark pink like that. She's so pretty. Okay, now let me bring in the PPP. so we can quickly compare the roots. Pretty much the same size overall. And then of course, the death plugs themselves. So glad I got rid of these. Okay, so here are the new pots. Let's pot up the Pink Princess first. Put a layer down. Not too bad. I might have made a little bit too much soil though. Okay, so I think this is done. What I like to do when I'm using very chunky soil mixes is I grab some soil, more of the soil versus the chunkiness, and kind of sprinkle some on top. That way, as you keep watering the plant, the water will take some of that soil and distribute it a little bit more evenly down to some of the air gaps, making sure that the roots are touching some of the soil. All right, next plant. All right, so I definitely made too much soil, which is better than too little soil. Am I right? Ta-da! All right, so now we can water the plants. Whenever I'm transplanting my plants, I almost always use this. This is Dr. Q's Plant Tonic, which really helps to prevent transplant shock. If you don't have this, you can also use Super Thrive, which is gonna do the exact same thing, but on the label here, it says, prevents transplant shock, revitalizes stressed plants, and encourages new growth. So there are a number of things that this can help with, but I use it mainly for transplant shock. I'm just going to be adding a few drops into my watering can right here, which is filled with purified water, maybe like a quarter of the way up. So I'm just going to do like 3 drops, quick stir. Do you want a closer look? I'll give you a closer look. All right, look at that glow on the leaf right here. The leaves are actually very slick and shiny. I love it. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, there is something so therapeutic about watering your plants when you see the water rising at the top, and then after a few seconds, it trickles its way down. Yes. Okay, next plant. Okay, I'm gonna use this water that dripped out. I don't know, throw it into my Monstera Deliciosa or something. Okay, there we go. Ooh, oh, I made a mess. Well, that is about it for this video. This is gonna grow into 2 healthy plants. I use the same mixture of soil with my Raphidophora Haii, and that thing is growing so fast. I also use just about the same chunkiness type of mix with my Calathea White Fusion or Green Fusion. I don't know, are they the same plant? But yeah, that one was dying until I repotted it into that mix, and then it's growing so crazy too. But yeah, let me know what you think. This one is actually the star of the video, but let's share the spotlight with this one. So yeah, that's it for the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please do hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't yet already, plant scribe. All right guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.